Hello everyone, welcome to your channel Pharmacypedia. This is Dr. Shikha Chauhan, and in this session we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, ISO 9000. The topic is common for pharmaceutical quality assurance as well as for the industrial pharmacy B.Pharm 7th semester. So my dear students, in this session I am going to discuss about the overview, benefits of ISO 9000, what are the key elements and what are the different steps for registration if any organization wants to get the registration for the ISO 9000. So my dear students, before beginning the session, if you have still not subscribed to my channel Pharmacypedia, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel Pharmacypedia for getting further important updates about the pharmacy contents. So without wasting the time, let us begin this session. So as I told you, the topic is common between Pharmaceutical Quality Assurance Unit 1 and Industrial Pharmacy. So when we say ISO, although we say International Organization for Standardization, but you can see the abbreviation is ISO. So this is not an actual acronym, ISO. We are saying ISO, but when we are expanding it, it is coming out like International Organization for Standardization. So my dear students, you always have to keep this in mind that although O is coming before S, but when we are saying ISO. So although ISO has published more than 22,000 international standards. So this is the organization which was initially born in Geneva, Switzerland in 1947. So this was the organization with the aim to have built up the quality into the product. Now the quality can only be built up if you have the right quality of the raw material, right quality of the processing steps, then only the quality can be built up into the product. So for any company, any organization, whether they are producing the product, whether they are providing the services, quality should be the key element. So when one has the choice to select between the different organizations, different companies, different service setups, we can judge them if they are being rated down by some organization. So ISO is one such organization which rates down, which tells you that which organization is better than the other. So in order to have the comparative assessment, this sort of the certification gives weightage. So the organization which claims to have the ISO certifications have the upper edge, because this certification will only be provided once it is being ensured that the company, the organization, the unit is following the standard norms, standard protocols. So ISO 9000 is one of the most popular standard of the ISO. So ISO 9000 is basically a series of quality management standards. So all of you have to keep in one thing in mind, that whenever we are referring ISO 9000, we are referring to the quality management system. They also provide us the guidance, the tools for the companies and organization. So ultimate objective is to ensure that the final product and services which are being provided by the organizations are up to the mark. They are following standard norms, standard practices, quality manuals are in place, all the records are being documented. Everything is being documented down, because what happens? Small organizations, since they are working on the lower output, so the things are easy, the quality can be built up. But when we talk about the large setup, when we talk about the multinationals, imagine the situation if they don't have the quality documentation, quality raw material, quality protocols being followed. So what will happen? Ultimate quality will not be able to build into the product, because if you don't have the right quality of the raw material, right quality of the processing steps, right quality of the key elements being taken care while manufacturing, definitely you cannot build the quality into the product. So this is where comes the importance of ISO. ISO provides certification not to the product. The point to be noted is that ISO does not provide certification to the product, they are providing certification to the organization, to the companies. So the companies claiming to have the ISO certifications are given weightage. The reason being they talk about the quality. So And second objective of this ISO is that they look forward for the consistent improvement in the quality. So I give you an example. For example, in suppose in 2000, a company claimed to be having the ISO certification, but they did not provide emphasis on building up the quality. So if suppose they are being evaluated after next 10 years, so the ISO looks forward for the continuous improvement in the quality. Now, how can this continuous improvement come into the quality? They have to look forward for the continuous improvement, scope of improvements in the raw material, in the processing steps, in the processing environmental controls, processing personal staff working upon the product, or what standard operations are being carried out. So all those steps, all those protocols being followed will ultimately be able to build up the final quality into the product. So this is the main objective. So ISO 9000 simply refers to the quality management. Now you can understand the importance of the quality. Quality management means what the organization does to ensure that its products and services satisfies the customer's quality requirements and comply with any regulations applicable to those products. So what it simply means, what organization is doing to have the final quality into the product to meet the customer expectations, and also fulfilling the regulations being set up by these products as per their regulatory requirements while manufacturing. So my dear students, you must have observed that when you purchase any product, for example shampoo or example any product, so what you look forward for? You look forward for the right quality. When it is not the price which matters to you, you are looking forward for the right quality, even though it may happen that you are either paying more or either paying less, but sometimes you select the product based on the quality, and this quality is the only way by which you recognize that company. So this build-up of faith, this build-up of trust is being ensured by the efforts of ISO. So ISO simply says that any organization, if they may have to meet the customer expectations, customer demand, they have to build quality into the product. And for building the quality, you have to have the standard quality management system. This quality management system requires quality manuals, quality record document setup, quality selection for the raw materials, quality protocols to be followed by each and every department of the company. And there has to be scope for the continuous improvement. So quality management also means what the organization does to enhance the customer satisfaction and what they are doing for the continuous improvement of its performance. Talking further about these standards, so in my previous session you can see the ISO 14000. So both the standards 9001 and 14001 are the generic standards. So what do we mean by the generics? Generic simply means that the same standards are being applied to any organization, whether the organization is large or it is small, or it's product or service based, in any sector of the activity, and it is a business enterprise, it is a public administration or a government department. Now talking further about the elements of the ISO. So ISO has several benefits. Why every organization? You must be amazed to know that ISO was initially born in 1947 in Geneva, but later on these standards were so widely popular that in every country, every organization wanted to have the ISO certification, because regulatory agencies and people perspectives also dependent. If an organization or unit was ISO, it simply means they have the whatever products they are being selling out, those products are going through the critical analysis, those products are having the right quality. So building that trust, building that faith into the customer incorporates completely compliance with the ISO. So when any company has the ISO certification, it simply means your customers get consistent quality product, because you are building the quality, you are looking for the continuous improvement of the product. Then also you get the easy entry into the market. So if a country is manufacturing a good product, they can sell not only into their own country, but they can easily market the product worldwide. Then also it eliminates process errors and inefficiencies. So my dear students, very simple to understand. When you have standard protocol being followed, for example, when you are taking the raw materials, always you are taking the raw materials of USP standards or like BP standards or IP standards, but you are not taking any raw material like that. So you are simply ensuring that there are no process errors, you have the right quality product. Then easy approval on bank loans also. So when any organization, they have they go through these financial crisis, they have to take the loan. So for taking the loans, if your company is ISO certified, you get these loans approval very easily. Then it also enhances customer satisfaction. If a customer knows and he's liking the product and he comes to the organization or ISO standard, that simply means that quality is inbuilt into the product by the organization, and organization is doing efforts continuously to improve the product. Then also about the internal effectiveness and efficiency, increased market share and profitability. So when any organization is having ISO standards, it actually helps the organization in increasing their market share and also their profitability. Generic also certifies that no matter what the organization's scope of the activity, it wants to establish a quality management system. So my dear students, always remember ISO 9000 refers to the quality management system. Talking further about the quality management system, so it simply means that the organization is doing efforts, they are doing the processes, they are doing the activities to meet the customer and the organization objectives. So organization objective simply means what is the vision of the organization, where do organization wants to see themselves after 10 years or after 20 years, how much extent growth do they have in their mind. Then also about the customer quality requirement. See, any company, when they are manufacturing the product, it has to go into the market, it has to meet up the customer requirement. But if the product is not being able to get the trust and faith by not having the right quality, the company suffers. So if a company has to grow fast, they have to look forward for the customers' expectations, customer requirements. Also about the regulations. My dear students, now you are into the pharmacy world, you can understand when any pharmaceutical product is being manufactured, it has to get approval from the regulatory agencies. For that, they have to follow the regulatory requirements. So they have to completely abide by the requirements so that they can market their product, they can get the product approvals. Then also the environmental objectives. Nowadays, with the changing scenario, we equally pay attention to the environmental conditions where the product is being manufactured. Previously, what used to happen, that it was not concerned to that much extent, but nowadays we understand that the environment, the area where the product is being manufactured also has to be in compliance with the environmental objectives. Talking about the management system further, it has to say that who's responsible for doing what, when, how, why, and where. So every department has their own responsibilities. There has to be an effective and clear system whereby you can say that the way of working is totally systematic. And management system also provides the organization with an international state-of-the-art model to follow. So you must have seen the organization which wants to have quality management system, which wants to have the ISO certifications. They have their infrastructure facilities which are built up to the state-of-the-art facilities. Large organizations or ones with the complicated processes could not function well without management system. So it was being observed long way back that small organization can build quality into the product easily since their manufacturing capabilities is low. But when we talk about the large organizations, when they have to manufacture the product at a vast scale, it was difficult to build the quality into the product if there is no establishment of the quality management system. There comes the role of ISO, which ensures that organizations has very well established quality management system so that the quality can be built into the product. You talk about any sector, whether the aerospace sector, pharmaceutical sector, automobiles, defense, healthcare devices, they completely rely on the good quality management system. So ISO 9000 or the ISO 14001 management system now makes these successful practices available for all the organizations. Talking about the further key elements, when we talk about these standards, ISO 9001 standards or the 14001 standard, they are basically the concern the way an organization goes about its product. So they are not product standards. So as I have told earlier, when you get the ISO 9001 certification, this certification is provided to the organization. It is not relevant to any of their specific product, but to the complete organizations. And they are not service standards, they are process standards. So here the organization, the ISO is looking forward for the quality management system which is being established into the company, which are looking forward for the certification. Now let us try to understand the other facts. So these processes ultimately affect the final products or services. So therefore, ISO 9001 gives the requirements for what the organization must do to manage these processes affecting the quality of its products and services. Now talking about the certification and registration. So certifications in some of the countries is known as registration. So what it simply means that an independent external body is auditing your organization management system and is verifying whether it conforms to the requirements specified in the standard. So ISO does not carry out the certification and does not issue or approve the certifications. So any external audit organization will come and they will review the quality management system and they will check whether the company who is wanting the ISO certification is following the standard norms, protocols or not. So certification is not a requirement of ISO 9001 or ISO 14001. The organization can implement and benefit from these systems without having it certified. The organization can implement them for the internal benefits without spending money on the certification program. So my dear students, one can understand easily now that ISO develops the standards, they develop the guides, and also at the same time they do guide the companies to encourage the good practices in maintaining the good quality into the accreditation and certification. So there are different benefits of ISO 9001 and 14001. So they talk about the development of the organization. If a company is following the ISO 9000, they have the standard quality management system in place. They have their good reputation. They are able to meet the customer expectations and they look forward for the continuous improvements. So there are several models for satisfying customers and other stakeholders to build into the product. They look forward for the sustainable businesses, unifying base for the industry standards, also qualifying suppliers. So there are several benefits of having the quality management systems. So this is the cycle which have gone, and today we know about the 2015 standard system, which focuses completely on all the levels of the organization's management systems. So ISO 9000 is a series of standards and one has to look forward for the complete family standards into an individual standard named as ISO 9000. So ISO 9000 family of standards, you can see looks after several aspects. For example, documentation control, issues resolutions, audits and findings, staff competencies, integration, incident report management system, specialized modules. So there are several aspects on which and the principles on which these quality management systems are based. For example, customer focus, their expectations, leadership skills, engagement of the people, process approach they look forward for, and the improvement scopes, evidence-based decisions, and relationship managements. So you can simply say for getting these ISO certifications, you have to look forward for the control of documents. This is very important. Then control of the records. You have to carry out internal audits to check whether you are following the ISO standard quality management policies or not. You have to check for the control of non-conforming product. And then you have to have the CAPA, corrective and proactive actions. So these are the key elements whereby if an organization focuses on these quality management principles which are being established by the ISO and they look forward for the continuous improvement, they can ultimately build the quality into the final product. So when you talk about the registration, there are several steps to be followed. First, you have to apply for the registration. Then you have to select the appropriate standards. So since I told you there are more than 22,000 standards being established by ISO, you have to select the appropriate standards, then develop and implement the quality management system. Then you have to select a third-party registrar and then apply. You have to perform the self-analysis audits, submit the quality manuals for approvals, pre-assessment by the registrars. Then you have to take the corrective actions for the non-conformity products and final assessment by the registration, and then only the registration will be complete. So you can say there are basically the 4 steps whereby you have the registration. First is the application step, then you have to get the review and audit done, then you have to get the corrective actions and preventive actions done, and then finally you get the registration. So for getting the quality management system, for building the quality management system, you need to have follow certain hierarchy. You have to have the company policy. You should have the company manuals, and you should have detailed procedures which have to be followed by each and every department of the organization of the company which wants the ISO. Then you have to work on the work instructions, guidelines, and the standard operating procedures being followed for every equipment, every process which is being there. Then you have to generate the adequate forms and records, and you have to be documented for each and every product to check whether the product is going through all the processes, all the steps which are being established. So this is the typical documentation structure, whereby you can see you should have the procedures for the document control, record control. Whenever internal audits are there, you have to have that all the records, then control of non-conformity products, and preventive and corrective actions. And whatever processes are there, you can see there are 15 processes being specified here. You have to have adequate records for that. So you can see QMS manual should be around 20 to 50 pages. Then procedure part should have the purpose, scope, responsibilities, definitions, procedures, work instructions, and examples and records. So everything has to be documented, how the product is being manufactured. The quality management system ensures that when you follow such quality management system principles, you follow all the instructions, procedures, you have adequate quality manual, you are having all the detailed documentation, ultimately you will have the quality product. So once you complete all this process, your organization will be awarded the certification from ISO that you are following the quality management system. So this is just a sample certificate for your inference. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel Pharmacypedia for getting further updates and important information related to pharmacy. I hope you like the video. Please provide your views in the comment section. Thank you so much, everyone.